Բարի ձեզ հարգելի հեռուստադիտողներ, ես Աննա Մովսիսյանն եմ, ձեզ եմ ներկայացնում Your Advocates հեռուստածրագիրը եւ ինչպես միշտ այս կիրակի եւս ձեզ հետ եմ եւ ես ձեզ խոստացել էի իմ նախորդ հաղորդումների ժամանակ եւ բազմաթիվ անգամներ, որ մեր ժամանակ առ ժամանակ մեր հյուրը կլինեն տարբեր պետական պաշտոնյաներ եւ այսօր ես մեծ սիրով ձեզ եմ ներկայացնում մեր այսօրվա թանկագին հյուրին, նշեմ, որ մեր հեռուստա եթերը այսօր լինելու է անգլերեն լեզվով, ինչպես նշել եմ անցած անգամ, խնդրում եմ, եթե տանը անգլերեն խոսողներ կան, անպայման լինեն ձեզ հետ, որպեսզի կազմեք ձեր հարցերը։ Եվ այսօր մեր հյուրն է Իմիգրացիոն ծառայության ներկայացուցիչ, պարոն Ռոլանդ Լայենսը, եւ ես պետք է հիմա իրեն ներկայացնեմ։ Good afternoon, Mr. Lyons.
Good afternoon, Anna.
I welcome you. Մեզ հետ է Իմիգրացիոն ծառայության San Fernando Valley գրասենյակի տնօրեն կամ այդ մասնաճյուղի տնօրենը. And please, your word to our viewers.
All right. Well, good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for joining us this afternoon. And thank you, Anna, for inviting me to be here. My name is Roland Lyons. I'm with U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services. We primarily handle a variety of immigration benefits, and our mission is to provide excellent customer service to individuals who are trying to navigate the immigration system. So we're always very grateful for the opportunity to come and speak to the public and give information to help them if they have any questions and make the process a little bit easier for them.
Thank you very much, and I'm sure our viewers are very happy now because they are all preparing, and I see that there are already many calls. So in the studio, our associates will answer the calls or take the calls, and they will ask now. And I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. Meantime, our associates will get questions. I understand there are many different agencies in addition to USCIS, such as DHS, Department of Homeland Security and others, so which have a role in administering immigration laws in the United States. Can you explain the different roles of all those agencies, please?
Oh yeah, no problem. Within the Department of Homeland Security, there are 3 agencies that are involved in immigration processing and immigration enforcement. You have Immigration and Customs Enforcement, which is the largest investigative branch within the Department of Homeland Security. They are responsible for the internal enforcement of immigration laws in the United States. It's a combination of what used to be U.S. Customs and Immigration and Naturalization. They merged back in March of 2003 and now are responsible for ensuring that they enforce immigration or proceed with immigration investigations and law enforcement issues. We also have the U.S. Customs and Border Protection. They are responsible for safeguarding all of the land borders that we share with Mexico and Canada. They're also responsible for securing all of the ports of entry at U.S. airports and seaports throughout the country. And they are also a combination of what used to be Customs and Immigration and Naturalization. They also merged in March of 2003. And then, of course, you have the agency I work for, which is U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services. And we are primarily responsible for handling any requests for immigration, a variety of immigration benefits. That includes applications for permanent residency, for green cards, naturalization, U.S. citizenship, employment authorizations. Our agency is also responsible for refugee processing overseas and handling requests for asylum for individuals that are in this country. We also help individuals who are the victims of human trafficking or the victims of violent crimes. And there's a variety of other non-immigrant visas that we also process here with U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services.
Thank you very much. Very brief and wise answer, and I'm sure that our viewers already can see the difference between those agencies because we get many calls and questions about this. And how can someone get information about USCIS? Let's talk about USCIS because you are representing USCIS.
Well, I appreciate that opportunity. The best place to get information about our agency and the benefits that we process is through our website, which is www.uscis.gov. And I want to emphasize that your viewers look for .gov, not .com. it's the best place to get information. The website is also available in both English and Spanish, and there are also materials on the website that are available in up to 22 different languages. You can also, on our website, get information about our National Customer Service Center, where you can call and speak with someone if you have any general questions or any case-specific questions about the application that you filed. But overall, the best place to get information, or you can also, when you go on our website, you can make an appointment. It's called an InfoPass appointment. If you want to come in person to one of our immigration offices, you can go online to our website, which again is www.uscis.gov, and make an appointment to come and speak with one of our officers at our office anywhere in Los Angeles, either at the Los Angeles field office, which is in downtown LA, or at my field office, which is in Chatsworth, California.
Thank you very much. And I've heard that Resource Center, Information Resource Center, lately is opened its doors in Los Angeles. Can you say a little bit about that, how it helps the customers or applicants, petitioners to go there, and how they can use?
Yeah, we just recently opened a resource center at our main office in downtown Los Angeles. The address is 300 North Los Angeles Street, and it's available to customers who come in with an InfoPass appointment to seek information about their case. There's a series of computers that have been set up so people can actually access our website from these computers to get more information. And there is also staff available if they have any questions on where to find information.
Very nice. I have been there already, and it's very useful. And people are walking around and helping applicants to navigate in the website, because it's kind of complicated for first-time or new visitors. So it's very helpful. I want to say to our viewers too, if they need more information and they need direct information, they may go to 300 North Los Angeles to Resource Center and get any information they want with the help of immigration staff.
And I want to mention one thing I forgot too, is very important on our website. You can also download all of our forms. So depending on the type of immigration benefit that you're applying for, you can get the forms for free. There is no charge. You can download them from our website. If you do not have access to a computer or you're unable to download the forms, you can also come into our offices and request a form in person.
Thank you very much. Let's go to the questions that we are asked, or you're asked a lot. And if someone loses their green card, how they can get a new green card?
Well, that's a situation that comes up with our customers. If someone is lost or their card has gotten damaged or the card's been stolen, they need to request for a replacement. And the form they need to file is a Form I-90. You can find the form on our website, which again is www.uscis.gov. You can either download the form and write out the information and mail it in to us. There is a fee for the replacement of the card. Or you can also file the Form I-90 online. If you're comfortable doing so, there's a way on our website to fill out the information on the form and submit the application online, and also submit the fee online. And then within about 3 to 4 months, you should be receiving your replacement permanent resident card.
Very nice. I hope that very soon USCIS will do the best to make more online filings. Do you think it's easier for customers to apply online?
We are definitely working on making our system more accessible online to provide more information. It's something that we're frequently updating. So in the near future, you should be seeing more happening. We are in the midst of a transformation process where we are trying to make our systems more available online, and to move away from a paper-based immigration system over to more of an electronic filing system, so that each person that comes to immigration will have their own account and they can then proceed with their immigration process online. That's something we're working on. It's coming up in the future, maybe a few years down the road.
What if someone wants to bring a family member from another country? How they can organize this process? What should they do? And who can invite or petition family members to come to and live in the United States?
Good question. In general, for individuals that want to bring their family members here, if you are a U.S. citizen, you can petition for your spouse, your parent, or your child, which is someone who's unmarried under the age of 21. They can also petition for their unmarried children who are over the age of 21 and married children. And they can also petition for their brother and sister. If they are petitioning for their parent, spouse, or child under the age of 21, those visas are readily available and the process is relatively quick to obtain an immigrant visa or permanent resident card for that relative. If they are petitioning for their unmarried son or daughter who's over 21, or their married son or daughter, or brother and sister, there is a little bit of a wait. It depends on when the visa becomes available, and you can get information about those visa numbers from the Department of State at their website, which is www.state.gov. And also, if you're a lawful permanent resident, you can file a petition for your spouse and for your unmarried children. So obviously the U.S. citizen has more options available to them as far as petitioning for their family members. Lawful permanent residents are only permitted to petition for their spouse or unmarried children.
Can a legal permanent resident travel? That's we are talking. So this is outside of the United States. This is a question that I'm given almost every time I have my TV show. This is very, please, this question is very important to our viewers.
I want to make sure everyone knows that, yes, as a lawful permanent resident, you are permitted to travel outside of the United States. You need to make sure that your permanent resident card is unexpired, that it is still valid, and that you have an unexpired passport from the country that you are originally from. If you are unable to obtain a passport from the country where you are from, you can also obtain a travel document from our agency, and you would need to travel with both the travel document and your unexpired green card. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I want to develop this question a little bit more. Sometimes people travel outside of the United States with travel document, and there is a belief that because travel document is given for 2 years based on resident status, permanent resident status, there is a belief that they can stay outside of the United States for about 2 years. Is this true?
Yes, if you have a USCIS issued travel document, it does permit you to remain out of the country for more than 1 year, for up to 2 years, but no longer than that. If you do not have this travel document, you may experience some difficulty coming back to the U.S. if there is any indication that you are not residing inside the United States. And that decision is made by when you come back to the U.S., U.S. Customs and Border Protection may ask you questions to determine whether or not you are living overseas or living here. In general, it is not recommended that you stay out of the country for more than 1 year unless you have a travel document that we have issued to you, which will permit you to stay out of the U.S. for up to 2 years, but no more than 2 years.
Thank you very much. This is a very good clarification. And what does USCIS charge? What kind of fees do USCIS charges for immigration filings or immigration benefits? Please develop this topic a little bit more for it.
Our agency is a fee-based agency. The Immigration and Nationality Act that describes all of our immigration laws gives our agency the authority to charge fees for immigration benefit processing and also fees to cover the cost of processing those benefits and the infrastructure for our facilities. So we do a fee study every couple of years to assess the cost of doing immigrant benefit processing, and based on that we charge a fee for the different benefits that we provide. If you'd like to find out where we have the current fee for any immigration application, please visit our website, again, www.uscis.gov, and you can click on the forms link, and that will give you the fee for each of the forms that we have on our website.
Mr. Lyons, many government agencies, local, either local, state, or federal, they have fee waiver programs. What if for immigration purposes, the applicant or petitioner cannot afford to paying those fees?
We also have a fee waiver process that's available. There's more information on our website. The form that you're looking for is an I-912, and in general, our fee waiver process is available to those who, for reasons of age, disability, household income, emergency financial situations, are not able to afford the fees for various benefits, or if they have qualified for a federally means-tested benefit within the last 6 months. In general, those individuals would qualify for a fee waiver. Bear in mind that a fee waiver is not available for every application type. For example, if you're filing for permanent residency with the form I-485, there is no fee waiver available for that application type. But other common applications, such as the application for naturalization or the application for citizenship, N-600, you can request a fee waiver if you have a financial need and that you believe you qualify for that fee waiver. If you'd like more information, please visit our website. It's very clear. It describes the general requirements for qualifying for a fee waiver. Please also, when you're submitting your form, if you're requesting a fee waiver, please include the I-912 form with your other applications so that they can decide if you qualify for the fee waiver.
Very nice. Where can people get immigration forms? How much do they cost? Sometimes some offices, they sell immigration, not sell, but they charge some nominal fees for immigration forms that might be printing cost for their office, or the cost is for immigration.
All of our forms, I'll say this maybe twice, all of our forms are available for free on our website. There is no cost for them, there is no charge. You can go to our website. That's where you can be guaranteed that you will find the most current version of our forms, because occasionally over a couple of years we may make some changes to them. So to make sure you have the most current form, the best place to go is on our website. As I mentioned before, I've given you the address a couple of times. I'll say it one more time, www.uscis.gov, and when you go there, there is a link called Forms. Click on there and that'll give you the link to any of our forms. There is no charge. If you cannot download the form on our website, please come into our office and we can give you a form for free. So there should be no reason why you're paying a fee for any form. You can get it for free on our website, or you can come to our office and also get one there too.
Do you have any advice or tips for people about completing those forms, immigration forms?
Yes, it's very important that when you're filling out these forms, that you fill them out completely, that you answer the information correctly. We prefer that you do not use any, if you're filling it out online, do not use any shading or highlighting. Also, please, if you're filling it out by hand, we prefer that you use black ink when you're filling out the form. Do not, under any circumstances, use red ink. We have a scanner system that we use at our lockbox facilities where we accept the forms, and these scanners are unable to read red ink. So if you fill it out in red ink, it'll get rejected. But please make sure you fill it out completely. Make sure that you spell everything correctly. If you're filing filing more than one form, please make sure that the information you're providing about yourself, such as your name and date of birth, is the same. Make sure there's no changes. And also check our website will give you information on what sort of documentation you need to provide with the form. In general, we usually only need copies of documents, so please, unless the form says you must submit an original, please only send us a copy, because if you send us the original and you don't have to submit it, it'll become part of our file, and it's a little bit more difficult to get that original document back to you. And also, when you're filling out if you're paying a fee for the application, please make sure that you write out the check to U.S. Department of Homeland Security. Please spell it out. Do not use abbreviations. Or you can make it out to U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services. Please do not use initials. Applications can be rejected for that reason as well.
You already answered to my other question. What evidence is needed to be to accompany in the package with immigration forms? You already answered almost to this question. How can someone ensure that their case or application package is already accepted or in process? What is the next step?
The next step would be to check for, you can either look for your case information online. In general, you typically need a receipt number, which you would not have until you get a receipt back from us. You should be getting, if everything's fine when we accept the application, you should be receiving a receipt notice from us within 10 business days. If you do not get a receipt back within that time frame, I would recommend that you either make an InfoPass appointment or you can call our National Customer Service Center. Their number is 1-800-375-5283. Again, 1-800-375-5283. You can also submit an email to our lockbox, and their email address is lockboxsupport, that's one word, LOCKBOXSUPPORT @dhs.gov. So those would be like the three options if you want to follow up on an application that you filed and you haven't received a receipt notice.
You're the answer to many questions that I was going to cover and to ask, because one goes after one. So the first is to submit the application, receive the acknowledgement receipt from USCIS that it's received and your case is in process, and how we can check the application status.
Good question. There are different options for checking the status of your case. Once you have a receipt number, you can check for your case status online on our website. You can also call our National Customer Service Center, which is the number I just gave you a moment ago, or you can make an InfoPass appointment and come into the office, your local office, to check on the status of your case.
Mr. Lyon, many people during the processing of their application, they receive other inquiry or letter from USCIS for additional evidence, request of evidence letter. Can you tell a little bit about that? Will it affect the case if they are late within, they are not providing the documents during the processing time or during the given time? What is happening later?
Whenever you receive a request for evidence from U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, it's very important that you respond to the request within the time frame specified on the request. Initially, you might, when you first file an application, you might receive a request for evidence from the Service Center or from the National Benefit Center where your initial application is being processed. They will specify what documents you need to submit and just return them to the address on the request for evidence. Also make sure that the request should specify whether they're asking for original or just copies. If they just need copies, please just send copies. And then once your file is transferred to one of our field offices where I work, you may get another request for evidence. When you come in for your interview, the officer may determine that they need more information before they can make a decision on your case. They may at that time issue you a request for evidence. Please review that before you leave, just to make sure you're clear on what the officer needs to make a decision on your case. And then please make sure that you mail those documents back to us. Please, we prefer that you mail the documents to us as opposed to coming back in person. Now, the officer may request that you come back in person. If the officer does so, please follow those instructions. But in general, we prefer that you mail the requested documents back to us, to the address on the form. If you need an extension, please let us know. You can always make an InfoPass appointment or call the National Customer Service Center and ask if you need to have more time to submit the requested documents. One thing I do want to point out is all documents need to be in English. If you're submitting a foreign document that's in a foreign language, please make sure that you provide an English translation with the foreign document.
What if someone moved while the application is still in process? How they can change their address? What is the fastest way?
The fastest way is to change your address online on our website. That is the quickest way. Another option is you can download our form AR11 on our website. That'll take a little longer for the address change to take effect. You can also call our National Customer Service Center and speak with an officer to have your address changed over the phone.
Very nice. What if someone mailed the application to a wrong location? or wrong logbox, will USCIS forward to the right place or USCIS send it back? What is the procedure?
It varies from case to case, and if we're implementing a new address for an application to be filed at, in general, we will have like a 60 to 90-day grace period where we will forward the application to the correct address. In general, if you do happen to mail it to the wrong facility, they will send the application back to you with the correct address and ask that you mail it back to the correct address.
Will USCIS accept forms that are missing information as long as the basic information is completed?
That's a good question. We have our process for accepting applications at our lockbox facilities, there's very specific business guidelines that we have to follow. And so the individuals at those lockboxes have to review those guidelines, and if information on the form is missing that doesn't meet those guidelines, they may reject the form back to you. So some missing information may not be an issue. Other times it might be an important issue. So in general, it's just really good to make sure that you are filling out the forms completely and with all the accurate information.
Mr. Lance, I want to thank you very much. We have many questions. I'm sure our viewers, they have many questions, and I'm going to collect all questions for our next TV show. I hope that you will come again, or other officers from USCIS will be my guest and answer to many questions. And I want our viewers to understand that USCIS is always working for customer satisfaction. And with my experience, I can state the same. I can declare by all means that USCIS is the best, one of the best organizations, and they do everything to make sure that customers are satisfied and everything is going well. And your last words to our viewers, please.
Well, thank you, Anna, very much. I really appreciate those compliments, and I do want to emphasize again that providing excellent service to our customers is one of our top priorities, and we know that the immigration process is very complicated. We're very grateful for these opportunities to come and share this information with you and hopefully make things a little bit clearer for you.
Եվ ես ցանկանում եմ շնորհակալություն հայտնել մեր այսօրվա հեռուստադիտողներից այս բոլոր հարցերի համար։ Ես իհարկե ընդհանրացրել էի հարցերը, եւ մենք ելի կհանդիպենք, ելի հյուրեր կունենանք մեծ սիրով, որոնք կպատասխանեն ձեր հարցերին։ Ցանկանում եմ շնորհակալություն հայտնել San Fernando Valley գրասենյակի տնօրեն USCIS-ի պարոն Roland Lyons-ին։ Շնորհակալություն. Thank you in Armenian, I said.
Thank you.
Thank you.